Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shammy. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Cincinnati, Chase Burns. What should we keep an eye on here?
The last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. So the Rays batting order turns over. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Out to short, De La Cruz. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. One left for Tampa as the lead remains. One down. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings over the top of that one.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. Man at first, nobody out. And stepping in for the Rays, Josh Smith. Ground ball left side, could be 2. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. And that's fouled off.
Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swings through that. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That's ball 2.
That's ripped into the outfield. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from the ground. A sensational double play.
Well, off the bat, we thought that was going to be a single, not a double play. Just a great job. Dives, knocks it down, feeds it to the second baseman. And a nice turn around the bag. Really great job by those two.
De La Cruz in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
I'm so glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
2 down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And that is that. Nobody left. So back to the top of the order. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rays take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that, so inspiring.
First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Nick Lodolo. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat, otherwise it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And now the DH, Chandler Simpson. Out to short. The turn by McClain at second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. One down. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Gets to it onto first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Out to short, De La Cruz. The turn by McClain at second. Throw to first, but he beat it. Great to have you with us here on Jackie Robinson Day. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. That one fouled off.
It's so important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Got him swinging. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. And now they trail by one.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
So the tying run at second. He's trying for third. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hauls it in. Runner pretty far from second. They got him. A huge double play for the defense. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Smash to the left side. Throws to first.
That takes care of Grisham.
So 2 down. Now here is Will Benson. Swing and a pop-up. Williamson. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And our final here today, 8-4. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. And going for Atlanta, Hurston Waldrop. What do you look for here?
A very forgettable start his last time out. Was only able to work a couple of innings. We're looking for him to put it all together today. Command, tempo, and just really a confident presence out there on the mound.
One down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
One out, runner at second. TJ Friedel getting ready to hit. Man at second, runner breaks for third.
Dig.
Drive, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field.
Hold on. He's coming home. It's a squeeze. Slings to first. They get the out, but the suicide squeeze works, and a run scores on the play.
This is exactly how they draw it up. He gets the bunt down and makes it pretty easy for the runner from third to score on the play. Tell you what, they'll trade that out for the run every time. Nicely done.
Here's Ellie De La Cruz. He's lucky he didn't have to cough up part of his salary to Hunter Green earlier this year, Singy.
One of my favorite moments from earlier this year in spring training, Boog, was Ellie smashing a window on Hunter Green's SUV with the foul ball. You know, that's one way to find out how much your teammates like you. Their response in a situation like that will tell you a lot.
And that keeps the inning alive.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's a 1-1. Ellie on the move. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. And that's fouled off.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined. Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense, and when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook.
Got it! Nice grab. 1 down.
Excellent job, man. I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Runner at first with 2 away. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. And that is out of play. Strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Last half of the 5th. Man at first. Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. On the ground, could be 2. They get 1. And that's all they'll get.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. In the air out to center.
There you go. Find it.
And that'll fall for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedel. Got him! Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
Out to short, De La Cruz. To first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on some.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. 2 down, nobody on. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds slug their way to a win in this one.
But when you're on a 7-game losing streak, you've been both bad and unlucky. This win will be their reset button. I think now all of a sudden the ball will start to bounce their way, and before you know it, they'll be getting those breaks, and the other team will go home frustrated.
9-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Atlanta Braves. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Big storyline of this one is the recent struggles of today's starter. Just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boog, just look at these stats. We've seen his frustration building every time he leaves one up in the zone. Can't overthink it. Needs to just trust his instincts and let it fly out there.
First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Tarek Skubal. You look at the strikeout leaders, and he's right there mowing guys down, Chris.
Yeah, the velocity pops, but it's his late movement that makes it unfair. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
He's racking up Ks and making it look routine.
Yeah, just like Charlie Sheen. Wannabe hitters are in survival mode when he's on the mound.
Ellie De La Cruz at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Popped up Alvarez. And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit. 2 outs, runner at first. Now in for the Braves, Lenny Sosa. Up the middle. A dive, nice stop, and they get the out.
That's an out.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. Strike 2. Got him swinging. We're back, and I don't know who this guy is, but it's definitely not the same pitcher we saw last time out, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, channeling his inner Greg Maddux out there, painting corners like it's a summer art class.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. A big first out. So 2 down. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Atlanta Braves. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shaw. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill, the lefty, Chris Sale. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, 8 solid innings this last time out, picked up the win. See what he's got today. If he plays catch with his catcher the way he did, doesn't shake off, I think we'll see more of the same.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, there's one. Over to first, safe.
Batting third.
First and second, 1 out. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. In the air, right field. That's out number 2.
Batting 8. The first baseman, number 7.
1 down. Nacho Alvarez Jr. Next up for the Braves. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. De La Cruz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Yeah, that ball's hit hard. Good job.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman,
So up next,
7.
Spencer Steer. Elly on the move. In the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Man at second. Runner goes again.
You're going.
And that'll be a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Back at Truist Park. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Elly De La Cruz. Now this is in the air down the line. Acuna on the run. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. 1 down. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 3. On the ground to the left. Riley fires to first. 2 gone. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. High fly ball, right field. Call under it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So here's the lefty, Eric Lauer. How about a report on him, Chris?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good. Sometimes it's even better than good. He gets off to a fast start.
Runner on the go. Hit on the ground to the right side. Has some trouble with it. Gets to first ahead of the runner. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Play made, that ends the inning. Guardians go down. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. Fly to left his first time. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And down on strikes. 1 away.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch.
Nice grab. There's one. And that's all they'll get.
Feel that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the run out of scoring position.
In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. And that is out of play.
Well, these Reds, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Next one misses, and that is ball 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Yeah, that's the swing right there.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds.
Number 7, Spencer Steer.
There goes Ellie in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Runner goes again.
Come on, you got it, come on.
Got him, and they get Ellie off the bases. Always a win. So runner at second, 2 down. Matt Shaw digs in for the Guardians. Grounds one to short. De La Cruz whips it to first on the run, and they get the out. Guardians. Now here is Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 3.
De La Cruz.
And first offering is fouled off. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Reds go down quietly, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back here in Cleveland. On to the bottom of the 8th. Cedric Mullins digs in for the Guardians. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out to short. De La Cruz. Whips it across.
Yeah, you're out.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. The Guardians down to their final strike. Line drive. And what a play! Ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Cleveland Guardians. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Parker Messick. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
That is good.
And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. A switch hitter batting right. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
On the ground, Arias handles, throws to first, and there's two down. First and second, one out. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. There's one, and that's all they'll get. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In the air, left field, and that is a foul ball. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 1 up, 1 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Cedric Mullins digs in for the Guardians. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on.
to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 8-2.
There's a line drive to left field. O'Neill on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. First and second and nobody out. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Arias. Shot for one. Over to first. Safe.
Up next in Cincinnati.
So one out with two aboard. Spencer Steer getting ready to hit. Ellie on the move. This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Throw sails over his head at first. And the runner is in to score from third. Bad mistake there. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. First offering. Runner goes. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. Smith is just one strike away. Base hit. And out two aboard.
Up next in Cincinnati, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. The Reds down to their final strike. Got it! And that's the ball game.
This one was pretty much decided in the third inning. From that point on, all they had to do was play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win, and they did just that.
Final score. Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shelby and Chris Singleton on the call. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Gavin Williams. What's the scouting report on him?
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Late on that fastball.
That was straight queso right there.
Up the middle, Shaw flips it, not in time. He's safe.
That in third. The center
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Grounder might be 2. The throw to second is offline. Everybody's going to be safe. Bases loaded, nobody out. Taylor Ward will hit next. Swung on, popped up on the infield. And the infield fly is called. So bases loaded with 1 away. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. Swings, and this one's flared. Base hit, 1 run in already. Here's the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll do it. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Reds 6 and the Guardians nothing. This is Reds baseball. 1 out, runner at second. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 2. In the dirt. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. That one 95 to finish him off. So 2 on with 2 away. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
This one in the dirt. Here's your 1. And that one moves his feet.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Oh, that one almost gets him again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Travis Bazzano getting ready to hit. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. De La Cruz to second for 1, and it's over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Ready to begin the 8th. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz.
Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers paint a pretty clear picture. The offense likes playing with fire today. 7 of their hits have come off of fastballs, so that tells me their timing is pretty locked in right now. So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling, and clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. All set to start the 9th in this one. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball. It's in and out of his glove. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Uh-oh, and he broke early for third.
Get down.
Now the tag at third, and they got it. 2 outs, runner at first. Tyler O'Neill digs in for the Guardians. The Guardians down to their final strike. Out to short, De La Cruz. On the run, throw to first, and that is the ball game.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Cincinnati Reds. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And today's starting pitcher, Brett Lauder. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ellie De La Cruz at the plate now. That's ball one. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Mizorowski, a former All-Star, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. That misses the zone. Ball 3.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Fastball for a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. Here comes Lane Thomas.
Center fielder, number 60, Lane Thomas.
0-2 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit! Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. We're tied at 1. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. Runners on the move.
Come on, you're scoring.
Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Back here at Great American Ballpark, second inning set to go.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important.
Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. One down. Down the number 2 hitter, Elly De La Cruz. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down. See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Elly falls victim to the K.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one in triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. The 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. So 2 down. Spencer Horwitz up now for the Brewers. Up the middle, De La Cruz. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning. So up next, Elly De La Cruz. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Tap foul at the plate. The Brewers holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing, went around, and that's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
To first, that's the second out. We go to the 9th, and now it's William Contreras. Up now, top 5 at OPS and climbing. It's been a loud season for him.
Yeah, he's walking, slugging, and raking. A total threat for this lineup. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
Throws from his knees, and they get the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
On the ground, right side, makes a sliding stop, and this one is over. What a play to end the game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound now, Hunter Green. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Boogie pitched into the seventh, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, this team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
Ready to go? William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Up the middle, De La Cruz. To first, one out in the top of the first. One down. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. DeGrom, a guy that really fills up the strike zone, rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
Back here in Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now with an impressive home run total. Top 5 in the league is legit, Singy.
Oh, for sure, Boog. He's got that don't make a mistake vibe every time he steps in.
First and second, one out. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1, he struck out swinging last time. Check swing, and he went 0-1. Tap back to the mound.
Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
Throw to first in time. One down. Next for Milwaukee, Eugenio Suarez. Oh, he gloves it to his knee. The throw. Oh, the throw is over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play. Bottom of the 6th. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. And a foul ball.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strike.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
He kept a run off the board with that effort, Boog. 2 runs could have easily scored on that play, but he was able to knock it down with the dive and limit the damage. I tell you what, that won't go unnoticed by his teammates.
De La Cruz stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Brewers up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one ripped, but foul. Right through there for a strike. McLean on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now this pitching staff has been merciful.
Here's Lane Thomas now. Kanu is just one strike away. Bouncer to second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Brewers take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Yeah, pretty tight ball game up until the 8th inning, and that's really the time where you expect things to lock down. But the offense broke out, incredible outburst, and just put this game out of reach.
10-zip your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, today the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Siggy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And today on the hill, Chase Burns. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers.
Number 10, Sal Frelick.
Man at first, one away. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. To Elliott, second for one.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out, keep the run out of scoring position.
Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. Yeah. And a swing and a miss there. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Hey, way to square that up. Nice hit. Nice
A
hit.
swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Taylor Ward. Runner on the go. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play. Back here in Cincinnati, new inning getting started. So the Cincinnati Reds have had a rough go so far this season. Siggy, they got to be scratching their heads in that clubhouse.
Actually, Boog, I think the way they respond in the clubhouse is going to be critical. If you're able to laugh it off, trust your talent, and work hard, it should work out in the end. On the other hand, if they get tense and let a bit of panic creep in, things could get even worse.
De La Cruz now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Into the outfield, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
man, he smoked that one. Good job.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ellie looking to steal. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense.
Runner goes again.
Slide.
Safe. That's 2 stolen bases now for Ellie De La Show.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there.
Hold on. He's coming home. That's in for a strike. This will end the inning, and I'm pretty sure that's not what the manager wanted them to do there. Back here at Great American Ballpark, we go to the top of the 5th. Eugenio Suarez up now for the Brewers. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit left side. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. He's 2 for 2. That's outside. Ball 1. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Brewers leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ellie falls victim to the K. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. We head to the bottom of the 9th. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Morajon, 5 saves on the year. He joined the team as a free agent. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Let's go. Beat it out. Come on.
Over to first, and they get the out.
Couple of pitches.
Big spot here, bottom of the 9th, down to their final out. Here's the Reds catcher, Ryan Check. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
4-1 the final here today. Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge, welcome to PNC Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. It's been an absolute ice-cold streak, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, but today could be his day to break out of it. A few swings, some luck, and maybe he'll get back on track. It's just about finding that rhythm.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound for the Pirates, Bubba Chandler. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Batting second.
One down. Ellie De La Cruz. The next to hit for the Reds. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. The Reds are going through a rough start so far this season. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Yeah, just an awful first month. It doesn't have to be the end of the story. When I was on the 2001 White Sox, we started 8-15, but we finished the year with a winning record. You just got to play through it. It's a long season.
Ellie falls victim to the K.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a
feed to second, that's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. One out. Runner at second. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. I'll tell you what, you're really trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Man at second. Drops one down in front of the plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedel. And a 1-2. Liner caught at second. And he's out, trying to get back to first. Double play. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Grounds one to short. De La Cruz. Throw to first in time. Big at bat coming up with Ellie De La Cruz stepping in. Left field.
There you go. Find the ball. Find the ball.
That one hops off the wall and should score at least one. In comes the run from second. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now, TJ Friedel. Two on, 2 outs. Runner takes off.
Go, 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 go.
He's hit. One run is in. Another comes in to score. And they take a 3-run lead. And here is Sosa to the plate.
The second baseman, Ed Sosa.
Ground ball up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. To his knee, the throw. No play. That's an infield single. We go to the 8th. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Going. And we are tied.
Big-time players don't shy away from these spots. He knew he could change the game, and that's exactly what he just did. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Fought off foul. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Line drive to short and caught. Reds lead 1. So 2 down. Edmundo Sosa digs in now. Ashcraft is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Paul Skeens. You look at the strikeout leaders, and he's right there mowing guys down, Chris.
Yeah, the velocity pops, but it's his late movement that makes it unfair. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
He's racking up Ks and making it look routine.
Yeah, just like Charlie Sheen, wannabe hitters are in survival mode when he's on the mound.
De La Cruz with a homer in his last game. Off the mark there. 2-1. Skeens with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. The 3-1. Up the middle.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
You really laid into that one, didn't you?
Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedl. Runner on the go. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
So up next, Taylor Ward. Runners on the move. In the air, left field. Laureano trying to get there. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. In comes the run from second. Save. And now second and third with one gone.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation. Can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So bases loaded with one away. Elly De La Cruz will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fought off foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And takes low for ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. One down. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Grounds one to short. De La Cruz. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Stepping in, Elly De La Cruz. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swings over the top of that one.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Ball one.
McLean, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Ball.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is filled up. Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout. 1 down. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Luis Garcia. Swing and a ground ball. De La Cruz. The throw to first. He's out. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 3. Close, but called the ball. And that is ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges. All loaded up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 2. Got him. And there's 2 down.
Well, none of that seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
De La Cruz, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one lifted to left. Laureano on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. So a man at first. Connor Griffin getting ready to hit. In the air, right field. Benson under it. And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds take the first 2 games of this series on the road. From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shaw. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for the Pirates, Carmen Mlodzinski. What do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
On the ground,
come on,
looking to stop, and they get the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat.
Brian Reynolds here. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz. Grounded out his first time up. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
De La Cruz swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 5-1. First and second, 2 outs. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, left field. Oh, he misses
You're going.
One run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they cut the lead to 2.
You know, when you flat out botch a fly ball in the outfield, it's a pretty terrible feeling, but it compounds things when it allows 2 runs to score. It happens to every outfielder at some point, but you just hate to see it when it's such an impactful error.
Man at first, Connor Griffin, the next Pirate to hit.
Connor Griffin.
To the right side, Steer. They get 1. Tag out at second. It's a double play. And just like that. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Popped up. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the center fielder, TJ.
Back to the top of the order now. And here is Matt McClain. 2 down, nobody on. This one popped up. Sosa. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi with you alongside Chris Singleton. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And today's starting pitcher, Chase Burns. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
The last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
One down. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
Abreu.
Payoff pitch. Towards first. Nice grab. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. First and second,
Batting
one out.
seven.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Sliced hard but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
No outs, runner at first. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 1, he struck out swinging last time.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike two. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, it's a pretty nasty curveball right there, and the hitter didn't look comfortable at all. Clearly fooled. Tried to check his swing and went around, but it had been called a third strike anyhow. That's how dirty it was. Nice pitch for the punch out.
De La Cruz.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball one. 2 down, nobody on. All Red Sox in this one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. That's outside. Ball two. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swing and a ball popped up. That is the inning. Reds down in order, and they're down 9-0. Man at first. Now here is TJ Friedl. Here's a 2-2. This one smoked on its way out of here. The two-run shot, home run number 5 on the season, and they cut into the deficit.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Stepping in, Ellie De La Cruz. Slate, 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball two. Catcher challenge will take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
And your final, 12-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.